Welcome to another live stream watch long reaction. Tonight we're watching and reacting to, first of all, because we have two lives tonight, United States versus Panama, CONCACAF Nations League 2025 semifinals. The first of two semifinals tonight. The curtain jerker tonight, USA-Panama. USA looking for some revenge against the Panamanians tonight because Panama ruined their Copa America run last year and ruined their Gold Cup the year before. Will Panama do it again? Or will the USA beat Panama for the first time in a meaningful game for the first time in a while? For the first time in a while, we're going to find out. Will this be different? We'll find out. Estados Unidos contra Panamá en la Copa Liga de Nations de la CONCACAF Semifinales. Teams have walked out. USA wearing their bomb pop jerseys, so to speak. The red, white, and blue jerseys. Panama wearing white. Starting 11s are as follows as they play the anthems. We have in goal for the USA, Matt Turner again. The back four, Joe Scally, Tim Ream, Chris Richards, Yunus Musa. The midfield two of Wesley McKennie, Tyler Adams. The midfield three of Tim Weah, Tanner Tessman, Christian Pulisic, and Josh Sargent up top. For Panama, in goal, we have Orlando Mosquera. The back four, Cesar Blackman, Edgardo Farina. We have Jose Cordoba, Jorge Gutierrez. Defensive mid, we have Christian Martinez. The midfield four of Jose Luis Rodriguez, Adalberto Carrasquilla, Anibal Godoy, Carlos Harvey, and Jose Fajardo up top. That's what we got for Panama. The winner of this game, of course, plays the winner of the Mexico-Canada game. It's that simple. Of course, the loser plays the loser of that game to curtain jerk the Sunday slate, which will still cover that game, even if it's Panama, Canada. I hope it's Panama, Mexico. Or wouldn't it be funny if it was USA, Mexico? What if that happened? What if that happened? It probably won't, but what if that was a third place game? It's like USA, Mexico happens again at the Nations League, just not the way you expected. Wouldn't be too shocking, I don't think. Wouldn't be too shocking if it happened that way. With that being said, the USA anthem being played. Thoughts on the NYC suburb just north of the Bronx, Westchester County, getting a USL team playing in USL League One. Good option for NYCFC fans living in upstate New York. I think it's awesome. The more teams, the better. The more teams in the USA throughout the pyramid, the better. And who knows, maybe they'll be in the USL Championship one day, considering there is going to be promotion relegation in the USL. It's been voted in. There will be promotion relegation throughout the USL. Let's see how that turns out, is my question. But so we'll see. Good. How we doing? How we doing, Adam? The U.S. anthem being played. And then, of course, we have the Canada game starting at 9:30. So the good news about that is there won't be no squeeze. Unless this goes to extra time, there will not be no squeeze in between the two other games. Unless Panama wins, then I might have to do a RSR anyway for this game. If Panama wins, I might have to do a RSR for this game and then jump into the Canada game. I mean, do you blame me? I don't think that'll be the case, but here we go. Starting 11 for the USA once again. Turner, Scally, Ream, Richards, Musa, Adams, Tessman, Pulisic, McKennie, Weah, Sargent. USA, well, I could really give a shit else what happens in this match. I just want Canada to get through. I don't care who Canada plays in the final as long as they play the final. That's what matters to me. Why are you wearing a USA jersey then? Because it's actually a team jersey instead of the SpongeBob jersey. We'll save that for tomorrow. Starting 11 for Panama. Mosquera, Cordoba, Farina, Harvey, Gutierrez, Blackman, Godoy, Carrasquilla, Rodriguez, Martinez, Fajardo. I could have worn a red jersey, but yeah, it's an actual team jersey instead of me just coming up with something. That's why. That's why. But yeah, I could care less what happens in this game, to be real. Here we go. This came back from the Croatia game. I can't believe Croatia beat France. Hold on. Actually, let me check before They were beating them pretty much. Hold on. Yeah, well, yeah, I can't believe Croatia beat France. Good for Croatia. Italy still lost to Germany, though, and they got to play in Germany. Wow, that's good. That's bad. Netherlands drew Spain. Denmark beat Portugal. Okay, so Italy couldn't get? Okay, fine. Here we go. About to kick off the first semifinal, the curtain jerker. The winner plays Canada or Mexico. How we doing, Nestor? Canada or Mexico will know who they will play. The USA, well, they have an idea. It's 50-50. But we'll have our first finalist in 90 minutes or more, depending. Will USA finally get some revenge on Panama? And we're off. It means the opening match. It's a wrestling thing. Some people call the opening match of a wrestling show the curtain jerker. Because, you open the curtain. It's like a play thing. It's like you open the curtain to open the stage. And people see the stage. Yeah, it's no double innuendo or double entendre. It's not. It comes from plays and carny circuses that came into a wrestling term. Or you could just say the opening match, but there's no double entendre to it. They either pull up the curtain so you could see the stage for a play or a carnival, a circus, which is where wrestling terms came from, was the carnival. Curtain jerker, opening match of a wrestling show, which is the opening match of the night. So Canada, Mexico is the main event. There's only 2 matches, but since you asked, it's pretty damn obvious. I'm a carny, you're not. So I say wrestling terms, you don't. It's fine. I'm a carny, you don't. You're not. You're normal. I'm a carny, you're normal. So do with that what you will. 2 minutes in. I honestly don't know. I guess March Madness might have a reason to be part of it. You would think the U.S. fans would fill up this stadium. You think. I guarantee you the Mexico game will be more full. The Mexico-Canada game will be more full, even if it's not completely full. Probably the fact that USA is playing Panama helps, though. I would say most fans of that stadium are probably American fans. Unless they're just Mexicans or Canadians waiting for their game to start, which I think there's... Sometimes people do that when it comes to these. But I guarantee you the Canada-Mexico game will be more full. Probably 90-10 Mexican fans, but the match has started. Yes. Playing forwards the USA. Cross in. Ooh. Brazil takes on Colombia later. Interesting. That is a corner for the USA. Huh. Okay. All right. That's a call. Where can you watch for free? Do you have cable? TUDNA. On Golazo, it's a watch along with Jimmy Conrad and his podcast. So you can't even watch on Golazo. Cross in. Header, Sergeant Slaughter is our forward. Hey, don't disrespect Sergeant Slaughter by even comparing Josh Sargent to him. Don't do that. Website, Paramount Plus is you have to pay for that. Just same VIX VPN to watch on CONCACAF's YouTube channel. Oh, you can do that? Well, there you go. If you could do that, do that. By the way, speaking of, we have 3 CONCACAF Gold Cup prelim ties that we're covering tomorrow live. 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Boom. And no squeezes since their first legs. But yeah, there you go. You can do that. But first of all, yeah, that's not bad. I think that's not bad. Tomorrow, see it Raw on Monday night, Cena's entrance? Yeah, I saw it. He's right. John's right. 100%. Weird he still kept the same theme and same attire, but whatever. That is kind of weird to me, but do that what you will. 5 minutes in. Do that what you will. Plays over the top. USA. Musa brings down. And he gets beat off the ball. And a foul. Should be a free kick for Panama there. But tomorrow, never, because it makes them money. At least the Mexico game makes them money. Oh, by the way, the third place in finals in the same stadium on Sunday. People are going to sell the damn tickets if it's not USA Mexico. I can tell you that much. Starting, so tomorrow we are covering Cuba, Trinidad and Tobago live at 3 o'clock. No, I did not. 6 o'clock, we'll be covering St. Vincent versus Jamaica tomorrow. And then 9 o'clock, we'll be covering Belize versus Costa Rica. Hope Daniel's happy about that one. We got Belize versus Costa Rica live RSR for that one. So 3 lives, 1 RSR tomorrow. And then Toronto plays on Saturday. We're losing, I know. I won't even be shocked if we do. I'll be shocked if we win. I like it. You know what? The Pro Rel people finally get their promotion relegation. I hope it works. I want to see how it plays out. I never thought MLS would do it, but USL, let's see how it plays out. I'm interested to see. TFC versus the Red Bulls in New Jersey. New York Red Bulls versus Toronto at Red Bull. They're losing. He should. He should. He's not good enough for Europe. It's not that he's bad. It's that they don't want to play him. MLS has nothing to do with the Pro Rel system. So whether we deserve to be relegated or not, no, we can't be. We deserve to. Who am I kidding? Toronto deserved to get relegated. Well, we deserved to get relegated 2 years ago. We still do now. We're that bad. So, but we don't because we're MLS. But whatever. 7 minutes in. He's not good enough. Turner's not good enough for Europe. At least not the Prem. And I feel like Turner only wants the Prem, sadly enough. which do with that what you will. Do with that what you will. Eight minutes in. Playing forward. Musa. This referee. Oh. This could be something. Panama going forward. Here's a chance. Cross cleared. Corner for Panama. Oh, bad giveaway from the United States. Bad giveaway. They were expecting a whistle and they didn't get it. USA-Panama prediction. I still think USA wins. 2-1. USA don't look too special right now, though. They might get shocked. What if the USA lost in 90 minutes? I might have to do a RSR for this game. 1-0 USA. That's your prediction? Yeah, you know what? That sounds a lot more likely. Girault, Becker, Vyson, and Hilterman are injured. In comes Weigel, Farai, and Stein. Wait, Shaquille Stein got called up by Suriname. Carrasquilla corner. Header cleared away. Yes! They called up. Right, it's Shaquille Stein. There's nobody else, right? They called him up. Finally. Good job, Bozo. Hey, the Bozo finally called up Shaquille Stein. Let's go. It's still Pochettino as manager for the USA, yes. What's my final prediction? I had USA beating Panama. I had Canada beating Mexico. I had Panama. I had Mexico beating Panama in the third place. I have Canada beating the USA in the final. I know. Keep me updated. Leafs are on fire right now. I know it's only 2 games, but 10 minutes in, free kick, and Carrasquilla won't take it. Over the top, header. Here's a shot. Chip through. Cleared away. Guatemala, Guyana. Guatemala wins. I don't see. I picked the ties that have somewhat competitive situations. I don't think Guyana, Guatemala is competitive. I think Guatemala easily wins that. I mean, Guyana has their moments, but I still think Guatemala wins that. As I said in the comments of the Nations League predictions, somebody was like, will you predict the prelims for the Gold Cup? And I'm like, I'm covering them. I'm going to cover a couple of them. Of course, over the 2 legs, but I'm not predicting them because they're pretty damn obvious. Even the ones that are competitive are pretty damn obvious. I just picked the more competitive ones for today or tomorrow and Monday, or Tuesday. So do that what you will, but Bozo did something right. Panama's pressing, interesting. Playing forward. Who wants to see a USA-Mexico matchup again this year? Hey, who knows? Maybe it'll happen in the third place match. Yeah, honestly, I'm pretty shocked Panama's going for it. I mean, Panama's owned the USA recently, especially in competitive matches. Tim Ream, the oldest outfield player to start a competitive match for the USA, 37 years old, 166 days. I'm not even doing the math of how many months that is. No reason. Tim Ream still got called up for the men's national team. Is he even playing in MLS? Didn't Charlotte let him go? No, he still plays for Charlotte. Okay, I was like, I could have sworn. And maybe I dreamed that one. I don't know. Maybe my brain was playing with me there. They still called him up. Really? Really? They don't have anybody better than Tim Ream? Let's look at the back. Let's look at the bench. Let's look at the bench. Cameron Carter-Vickers. Seems better to me. See, Mark McKenzie. Didn't they say Mark McKenzie was the next? It's not Mexico, Canada yet. That's probably what happened. But it's too big of a stadium. But you know what? Stick that where the sun don't shine, Cronky. It's not empty. It's just not full. And the USA's playing, so I guess. I wouldn't say empty. It's just almost less than half full. But since it's Stan Kroenke's utopia, I'm happy to see it empty. See, these games would be better. See, these games would have been better at Edward Jones Dome. But no. Anything that makes Stan Kroenke look bad, I'm good with it. You know, the good thing about it is he actually paid for this stadium. He didn't make LA pay for it. He paid for it all himself. He bought the land. He paid for the stadium. I'll give him that. Hey, good for them. I honestly wouldn't think Saudi Arabia would give a shit about basketball, but do that what you will. Oh, and also Saudi Arabia does sponsor CONCACAF. Which state are they in? California. SoFi Stadium's in LA. Well, just outside of LA. But it's LA. You think Kroenke would have moved the Rams to Colorado? I know he's from Colorado, but no. Well, yeah, that's a good point. Cross in. Only March Madness game I'm watching is Mississippi State tomorrow at 11:15. Hail State. I'm watching that on my own. I'm not covering it because I already got a busy day later with the Gold Cup prelims. So I'll talk about it tomorrow. Like, if you ask me questions about the State game, I'll talk about it, even if they get owned. But I'm not covering it. I already got enough to cover tomorrow. He has most of them in Colorado, but the Rams used to play in St. Louis, then moved to LA. And then he has Arsenal in England, of course. But, yeah, most of them, the Rapids, the Nuggets, and Avalanche are all in Colorado, yeah. Lol, he won't. Not on Canada. Paramount Plus in the USA, yes. In Canada, One Soccer for both, and then TSN shows the Canada game. I mean, as far as I know, yeah, I mean, with the VPN line, yeah, somebody said put on the VPN and watch it on the CONCACAF YouTube channel. I'm sure somewhere it is. I'm definitely sure Saudi Arabia it is. Well, I'm not definitely, but I think the Canada game's both on One Soccer and TSN tonight, so that's good. This is just on One Soccer in Canada. 0-0, settle. Interesting so far. Panama's having their moments. Maybe the USA just sucks. Well, there you go. You also have that. Maybe the USA just sucks. This doesn't look any different than the Copa, except there's no red card. Panama's got their moments. The USA, not so much. I mean, yeah, Panama won and Canada won. I think that's an obvious trophy, but the USA just can't handle them. It's crazy. Like, especially in competitive matches. Now, the crazy part is they played in Pochettino's first game, and the USA still struggled, but the USA won. This looks more like the Copa or the Gold Cup to me. Let's remember, Panama ruined the last 2 summers for the USA. They arguably did. Panama ruined the 2023 summer for the USA when it came to the Gold Cup. Now, you could say, but they won the Nations League in June, so I can't believe it. Like, they still have Mark McKenzie on the bench. Schaffelberg speaks English. 1. I can't speak French. Well, except for Salut, ça va? Salut, ça va? That's about it. Owen, Tabarnak, Galis, Osti. I know the Sakras and I know Salut, ça va? Bon, Lebu. Okay, I know a little bit, but I don't know enough. I don't even know enough to be a MP with horrible French. Oh, that's sad to hear. That's sad to hear. Damn. Sending love to him. Sending love to Gallagher. Damn. Hope he wins the game for. Cross in. Header. Interesting. Post. But yeah, I really only know a couple of things in French. Like, I don't even have bad MP. I mean, this French I can speak doesn't sound bad. It sounds better than the MP who can't speak French. Shot off the post. That's going to go wide. Yeah, it did. Sargent off the post. It looked like it kind of cut in, but it didn't go in enough. I mean, the bad part is, I don't know. Like, I don't even know why BJ doesn't play him. That's crazy. But we'll see. He does deserve better. If he had a move to line up, 20th minute. It is kind of crazy, I will say. But with that being said, playing forward, Sargent, all alone. Man, they can't make a run in behind. Damn. Slow. Header, save! Save by Mosquera, who plays in Saudi Arabia for some reason. You know what's funny? Orlando Mosquera plays on the same team Alejandro Pozuelo does. I know. I think it does because I've seen Mexico fans go to the early game to be there for the late game. So I think it does. Or maybe they just buy both tickets. I don't know. But I've seen Mexico fans, when they have the late game, I've seen them buy tickets for the early game or buy the tickets, and they're there for the early game as well. So maybe they just buy both tickets. I'm not sure. I haven't dealt with the ticketing for these types of games. So maybe they just buy both tickets. Maybe that's a good thing. Or maybe if you buy general admission, you get in for both. Now, maybe if you get a supporter section ticket, you have to only get one. Maybe that's the case. I'm not sure. Normally when I see a Mexico fan there early, it's normally the hard cam side. It's normally general admission. I don't know. Playing forward. I mean, both make sense, sort of. Both sort of make sense. So, 21st minute. 0-0, 0-0. Tim Ream just play the ball. Man, he's just standing there. He's just standing there. CONCACAF sells one ticket online for both games, or sells one ticket for both games. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Honestly, that makes sense. Felt like that was more the case, but 22nd minute. Ooh. Did go straight off the post. Okay. Through the legs and straight off the post. Paraguay, Chile just started in CONMEBOL. USA has 54% possession. Yeah, but when you're going forward and you have the ball at your feet and they're basically just going around you and circling you like Jaws, maybe you should pass the ball. I don't know. Tim Ream should not be that far forward in the first place. Second of all, if the players are going to circle you like Jaws, maybe you should just play the ball forward before they do that. Cross in. Header. Oh, drops down. Cleared. Damn. USA are drawing Panama 0-0. Settle. Panama's honestly look like the better team, I think, arguably. The USA are looking like their second best goal, finally. Well, finally, playing forward. Over the top. Nice run. Here's a chance. Tim Weah. Tim Weah crosses in. Shot brought down. Josh Sargent, goal! Off the rebound. And he's offside. Josh Sargent is offside. Offside Josh Sargent. Offside. I'm not sure. 25th minute. He was offside. And it stands as offside. Cena was right. John Cena was right. 100%. I'm not sure how it was offside, but Panama gets a reprieve. Is there VAR here? Yes. Yes, there is. I was cheering John. He was right. 100%. He was 100% right. '25th minute. He was 100% right. Tim Weah was offside before the cross. Well, there you go. Well, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. He overran it. Yeah, that makes sense. They let the play go through, but he was way offside. How's what possible? But yeah. These scrubs in Suriname aren't even showing the damn matches on TV. Who cares about the voice? Guys get nothing. You see Gunter with the Hala Madrid? No, because there was severe weather. Well, okay, I saw the clip, but I didn't get to watch the episode because there was severe weather rolling through that night. I did see the clip, though, so I saw him say it, but I didn't see the show. Goal 1-0 USA. Are you kidding me again? 26th minute. Shit, I must be behind. Playing it back. Richards. Over the top. Musa making the run. Save. Now you must be. Because they get respect there. Because he was right. The fans treated him like shit when he was the main guy. The fans treated him like shit. He's right. But they treat Cody like he's the bee's knees. He's got a point. Cody is the same way as he was 20 years ago. Cody's the same damn character, but people love Cody. But John Cena, he got shit on. He's right. He's right. Because Cody's the same damn character John was 20 years ago. Cody's the same unstoppable babyface. He's the same guy. And Cody can't even cut a promo as good as John can. Cody has no charisma. John Cena is that guy. John Cena always had more charisma than Cody. John Cena always had more panache, more pizzazz. Cody ain't shit. And people cheer him, but they booed John. John wasn't even Roman. When Roman was getting the John push, they hated Roman's guts, but Roman sucked. Roman's just like Cody. But Cody gets cheered? Huh. Wow. But Cena gets shit on night after night? Huh. Okay. And then as soon as he starts walking away, as soon as he starts pulling away for Hollywood, that's when they start really cheering him? Yeah. No, he was right. He was right. He was right. You don't know what you got till it's gone. But of course, when he starts losing every match, or he's on to Hollywood, and then you get to see him again, you're like, wow. No, he's got a point. He's got a point. Yep. So, still 0-0, 30 minutes. But yeah, I mean, like, why is Cody getting... and then some fans be like, well, Cody paid his dues. He left and built a company and then became the biggest face in the company. Oh, yeah. You want me to go after Jey Uso? You know what? Yeah, let's talk about him. That man can't even wrestle. That man has more merch than John Cena on the store. Right? People cheer Jey and he can't do shit. Man, Jey is trash. Man, Jey is one of the worst workers I've ever seen in my life. All he can say is yeet and wow. You want to talk about that? But you cheer him? At least Cody has redeeming qualities. Jey won the Rumble. They're going to feed Gunther to him. And you boo John Cena when he gets that push. When he got that push. John's the most talented out of all three, and you booed him. The only time you were right was when Roman got booed. Funnily enough, the only time you were right was when Roman got booed 10 years ago. He deserved it. Hey, at least you were right on that. And guess what? He turned into a star. He learned how to be a star. Cody wouldn't know how to become a star if it slapped him in the face. Jey Uso the same. John Cena was right. Hell, Daniel Bryan was right when he called everybody fickle. Hell, they're both right. They're both right. "31st minute. He shouldn't win the world title. Where's Sami Zayn when you need him? Hey, at least when Sami Zayn had the same storyline last year, it was much better. 32nd minute. I mean, seriously, Sami Zayn had the exact same storyline for the IC title last year, but it was better because Sami Zayn is Sami Zayn. It's like the people who actually deserve it. Free kick for the USA. He's feuding with Orton. Yeah, he's feuding with Orton. Orton came back. So, yeah, he's feuding with Orton. And Sami Zayn is nowhere to be seen. And if he does show up, he's going to feud with Karrion Kross. We really had to give Jey Uso a world title shot? Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay. That makes total sense. That makes total sense. That's why I said if he shows up, he's going to feud with Karrion Kross. Nobody asked for that. Nobody asked for that. "33rd minute." Yeah, he only wrestled what? Austin Theory for a minute? That match was only a minute and he botched the whole fucking thing. 34th minute. And Jay botched the whole damn thing? Sure. Yeah, no, I wanted Roxanne Perez. Like Io, Rhea, and Bianca as a triple threat's good, but Roxanne Perez was the runner-up in the Rumble? Yeah, she should have won. Hell, it's funny because Tiffany Stratton honestly is the better younger version of Charlotte at this point. But exactly, the Usos are a legendary tag team. They are neither singles competitors. No, I'm just saying John Cena's right. That's all I'm saying. He's right. That's all I'm saying. You can't make me hate John Cena. He's right. Day one. He won't talk about me because I actually was a day one. So, you can't make me hate him. Playing forward. Nah, Roxanne Perez. Ooh. That's actually going to be a good match. USA is trash right now. Honestly, Braun versus Penta is going to be an amazing match. I can't wait to watch that. That's going to be amazing. I want Penta to win. I think he will. I think they're going to put Penta over so Braun can chase the world title probably. But interesting. 36 minute. It's like they're making Peacock useless unless you watch the pay-per-views now. With that WCW vault, the live WWE vault, NXT vault. It's also Ray Phoenix. I hope they keep him on SmackDown. Exactly. I don't hate Jay, but he shouldn't be main eventing a WrestleMania. I mean, he should not be. He's not a world champion. He's an IC champion. He ain't no world champion. He's not a WrestleMania main eventer. He's not a Royal Rumble winner. Just because he sells all that merch doesn't mean no. No, I'm not. No. Speaking of heels that are absolutely right, Naomi's also absolutely right. Naomi's actually absolutely right as well. Speaking of heels that were right, Naomi's actually right as well. But no, I don't think Jade Cargill is as good as people hype her up to be. Amazing physique, yes. Everything else, trash. But hey, at least they dunked on AEW by getting her. So but he's a face though. But he's a face though. But okay. Panama playing forward. Leafs lead 1-0. I agree with that. Good point. Hopefully the Canada game's better. USA doing it again. Offside goal, nothing else. Saved by Matt Turner. Ovechkin's 7 goals away from breaking the record. But yeah, I mean, he just scored. Well, there you go. Is Nakamura still alive? Yeah. I don't know what they're doing with him. It was stupid for them to give him the title in the first place. And then they made him drop it again. Well, I mean, you know, I'm not against it. I mean, Jimmy Uso winning the U.S. title, I'm not against it. Totally. Simple as. I mean, I like Shinsuke too, but it sucks what WWE's done to him. Or the fact that, or maybe it's just he's absolutely coasted his whole way through his career since NXT. But Shinsuke, if honestly, I prefer watching his old New Japan matches. In Japan, him in Japan, way better. Or NXT. I don't prefer what he does now. New Japan or NXT. What he does now is just sad. It's like, dude, this is not the guy that I was a fan of. This is not the guy I was a fan of. New Japan and NXT Nakamura. Main roster sucks. He's I agree. Honestly, yeah, that match should main event night 1. The women's triple threat, Io, Rhea, and Bianca should main event night 1. I agree. Unless Rock finds a way to put himself in another tag match. I'm joking. Kind of. Or Seth Punk Roman. That should actually main event night 1. It's better than it was 5 years ago. 2019 was horrible. But you could also just argue that I care about WrestleMania this year because John Cena's going for number 17. You could also just argue that as well. 43rd minute. Turner on the ball. Yeah, I'd agree on that. especially NXT. The men's roster is just, if both shows were on Netflix and both shows were 2.5 hours, I think we'd be talking differently. But 3 hours SmackDown is just, no, it's horrible. No. I hate 3 hours SmackDown. Like, 3 hours SmackDown is just, no. Like, I like Raw being 2.5 hours on Netflix. I think that's about the right amount of time. The first episode was 3 hours. I guarantee you probably the Raw after Mania will be 3 hours. But it's going to be like the old days where it was only 3 hours every so often. Where it was like the Raw after Mania, the draft, certain episodes. But most of the time it's 2.5 hours. And I think that's better. Like, if there's more story to tell, it's 3 hours. Great. But I prefer 2.5 hours much more. I think 2 hours is not enough, and I think 3 hours is too much. SmackDown was amazing when it was 2 hours. Then it went to 3. I think SmackDown would be perfect 2.5 hours as well, but we're probably heading for a Miami America final. So '44th minute. What was your thought when you heard CONCACAF Champions Cup first heard? I didn't like it. I still really don't like it. I'm still not used to it. Gotten more used to it, but I'm still not used to it. Yes. 45th minute. We'll see how much stoppage time is left. Because they're dumb, that's why. I hope he didn't get tetanus. 45th minute. Well, damn, they're pissed off too. No stoppage time. 0-0. Settle. Miro tiempo. Take a short break. Talk about the stats. Get this one going. Maybe we'll talk about more football over the next 45 minutes. I'm not sure. We'll take a short break. Talk about the stats. Get ready to go. 0-0. Settle. It is. It is. Sit tight. Be back. Back for the stats of the half. I agree. I mean, I should get paid for a lot of the shit I do, but, you know, whatever. Because Panama always makes them have a hard time. That's why. With that being said, stats the half. 1-0 Islanders. Damn. Stats the half. 6% possession, 40% possession, 3 shots to 1. We have 1 shot on goal to 0. We have 284 accurate passes, 91% to 175, 87%, 6 fouls to 3. 2 corners to 2. Because Vince McMahon left. That's why. Triple H don't like Austin Theory. 6 fouls to 3, 2 corners to 2, 3 shots to 1, 1 shot off goal to 0, 1 shot on goal to 0. We have 311 passes to 202, 91% pass accuracy to 87. We have 15 throws to 10. We have 1 offside to 0, 0 yellow cards, 0, 0 red cards to 0, 0-0 at the half, 0-0, medio tiempo. Panama's been the better team. Panama has made the USA pay. They've been tough on the USA. They played hard on the USA. They are making the USA look horrible. As they normally do. Because he shouldn't be in world title contention. It's about nobody thinks he should be in world title contention. And that's the way I totally agree with that. So, with that being said, Panama's honestly been the better team than the USA. Now the question is how does it? We'll see how it goes. What's the biggest upset in CONCACAF history? It's got to be Trinidad, USA. It's got to be. It's got to be. Leafs 2-1. Let's go. Second half's about to start. Here we go. So far, it looks like it. Because Jay's supposed to be going to WrestleMania. That's why. Bobby McMahon as the other goal. Let's go. Lovely. But Leafs lead. That's good. But yeah, you know what? You have a point. I can see it. Yeah, I can see it. She does kind of look like Sabrina Carpenter. Yeah, you know what? I can see it. Huh. Second half about to start. Habs going to the power play. Yeah, it's Panama. Well, I mean, Canada did just beat the USA, but yeah. But we'll look and see how the second. Weird. Thus, the USL vote promotion relegation to be reality. They honestly good. I love that they're going to try it. Should be interesting to see. I want to pay attention to it. I think it's going to be a fun time. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting, I think, to see how it plays out. Second half about to start. Because he's an idiot. Every question you have about Tony Khan has one simple answer. The man's an idiot. Here we go. Second half. Tony Khan's a bum. Partially, but also Panama just has the USA's number, it seems. Especially when it matters. USA struggles when it doesn't matter, but they still win. When it matters, for some reason, God only knows. Panama just knows how to play the USA. Panama's a solid team, but they just know how to play the USA. Second half's about to start. Here we go. I don't know. Maybe they're just not as used to beating Mexico. I mean, the U.S. Open Cup's been interesting. I did watch the Des Moines game. Miguel Herrera's coaching Costa Rica. Yeah, that happened recently. Here comes the second half. Here we go. Doesn't look like there's any subs. That's genius. Yes, I do. He makes really good content. I mean, I like HITC 7s. He makes really good content. I like his content. Of course it does. Of course it does. Of course it does. Of course it does. Because it just does. I think the league is very even. Even if you have a big name, the league's very even. That's probably how. Yep. He's still going. And we're off in the second half finally. Playing forward. Ooh. Good. Playing forward. Christian Pulisic has the third fewest touches on the USA team tonight. Excuse me. Yeah, I heard about that. Clemson's trash. Wouldn't you know it? Pochettino's gone full British. Excuse me. Over the top. Way up. That's out. Crossed away for a corner. Cross in. Header. Headed. Cleared away. Tim Ream. Cleared away. Plays through. Cleared. Oh! Lana lost to Club Rouge, which was disrespectful, but drawing to Celtic was a disgrace. Celtic's a bigger club than you think. Dear God. 47th minute. I just hope Canada just dominates their match too. Forget the true. Pulisic corner. That's a weird way to play it. Having Weah just cut in, that's a weird way to play it. Playing forward. Corner for the USA. Another corner. Saved by Mosquera. 49th minute. Forty-ninth minute. Still 0-0. Settle goal kick for Panama. Playing forward for Panama. Rodriguez gets tackled. That's out for a throw. Plays forward, headed on. Panama. Ooh, steps through, but that's cleared away. Still 2-1 at the end of the first for Toronto and the Rangers. Okay. Portland, Maine, but yes, 4-0. Good for them. '51st minute. Still 0-0. Yep. '51st minute. Playing forward. Still going. Nice. And tackled. No foul. Panama almost had a break there, but I'm just honestly disappointed. That's all. I'm disappointed. That's all. I care more. The Leafs are beating the Rangers, though, so that's the good news. For me, at least. Playing forward. Tim Weah, 6 goals, 4 assists, 33 appearances, the regular season or the Serie A season. Headed on, and that's out for a throw. For the USA, 53rd minute. We're going next time at this point. '53rd minute. '53rd minute. Somewhat, I mean, Scally, Musa playing right back, no, he is playing right back. Tessman, McKinney playing forward, Sargent, sort of, A-, B+, somewhere around there. True. Well, good for them. There are too many injuries for the USA, but they're still playing Tim Ream, by the way. He's probably more B-team level at this point because now he's playing in MLS and he's old as hell. So, you know what? Yeah, I'd say half and half. Matt Turner isn't that good, but let's see goalies on the bench. Patrick Schulte, Zach Steffen. Really, it's a pick 'em at that point. Girault on the bench. Yeah, but if Canada beats Mexico, I legit am not worried. Canada should win the Nations League. If Canada wins tonight, they're going to win the trophy. From what I've seen, Canada's winning the trophy if they get to the final. Playing forward, cross in. Canada, Mexico might just be the real final. '56 minute. Here's the sad part about this game. It's so boring that even if Panama did win, the RSR wouldn't even be worth it. It's crazy. Cross in, header. States look like an average MLS team. You're acting like Mexico is world beaters. No. I wanted Des Moines to win, so there you go. I'm happy Des Moines won. It's cool to see the former MLS players beat them and win, so Canada, to me, are still favorites against Mexico. Mexico is, hell, Raul Jimenez ain't even on fire anymore. Like, I mean, it's just. And the Rangers just tied it up. Shit. Playing forward. '58th minute. '58th minute. Dude, this sucks. Let's watch something else. I got to finish this out at this point. The Canada game will be better. I hope. 58th minute. Cleared away. Corner. '58th minute. Wide. Goal kick. Yep. Goal kick from Mosquera. '59th minute. Canada, Ukraine, prior to Gold Cup at BMO, trying to get a ticket. Okay. Yeah, that should be an interesting tournament, that Canadian Shield. Should be an interesting tournament. So, yeah. Plays on. Fajardo. Cross blocked away. Islanders tied with Canadiens 1-1. 60th minute. Throw in. Should have went to this match. Talking about the Islanders game. Yeah, but Paraguay won over Chile. 60th minute. Playing forward. Wish the Nations League was at MetLife Stadium. Probably would have done a better job than SoFi. Headed away. 60th minute. 30 minutes to go plus stoppage time. Goal kick. Yeah, I don't agree. I think Insigne is not worth it. He's not good enough. Like, if he was that much better, they'd be playing him anyway. He's not worth playing because he's a cancer. He's not good enough to overcome the fact that he's still going to destroy the locker room. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. If it was worth it, it would be worth it, but it's not worth it. Panama's record at SoFi Stadium, 0-0-1. They lost the Gold Cup final here to Mexico. Out for a throw. Throw in for Harvey. Damn. Playing forward for Panama. They did pick up the ball. And here we go. 62nd minute. Over the top. Nobody's there for Panama. The USA picks it up. What's going on in South America? Paraguay up 1-0 over Chile. Brazil hasn't started yet. That's in 25 or 19 or 24 minutes. Peru, Bolivia starts at 8:30. So there you go. But Paraguay is beating Chile. Not surprised because Chile's trash. Over the top or through for Panama. Fajardo goes wide. '64th minute. Nil-nil, 0-0. '64th minute. Oh, the Leafs tied it or took the lead. Let's go. 3-2. John Tavares with his second of the game. Ha ha ha. With 12:56 left in the second period. Oh, yeah, that was awesome. Man, that goal was awesome. 65th minute. Yep, 3-2. Playing forward, shot over the bar by Panama. Fajardo puts it over the bar. Over the top, over the bar. 0-0, 65th minute. Panthers Blue Jackets is still 0-0. States don't have any flair. I agree with that. Man, I can't believe that. Panthers are drawing into the second period, over halfway through the game, are drawing with the Jackets. Come on, Columbus. Wait, if the Leafs win, they'll be top of the division. Lightning are beating the Stars, but they would still be second. 66th minute. I'm wearing a U.S. jersey because it's the actual jersey I have. It's called a collection. It's called a jersey collection. Haven't we already covered this? I don't care about them. I don't care who wins this game as long as Canada wins. But I actually have a Canada jersey, unlike a Panama jersey. So, or I have a U.S. jersey, unlike I do not have a Panama jersey. I have a U.S. jersey. So it's better to wear the jersey I actually have for the video. That's all this is. Do I like it? No. Exactly. There we go. Poch making USA play like Chelsea last season. Hey. That Chelsea team. Hey, the end of that season, Patrick Ogdenman coming on for Josh Sargent. Hey, the end of that season for Chelsea was awesome. Let's not go there. Jack McGlynn's coming on for... So the USA's made 2 subs. That would be Tanner Tessman. Okay, that's a better play. I really haven't seen Jack McGlynn play since he left Philly. Well, he did have a bad game against Miami. Costa Rica. But yes, I'll be covering the Belize game tomorrow when they play Costa Rica, yes. 68th minute. It'll be the late game. 68th minute. Yeah, but I think Chelsea pushed him out. I don't think it was him leaving. I think he got pushed out, truthfully. But '69th minute. This will probably go to extra time at this point. I'd be shocked if there's a goal at this point. Waterman's coming on for Fajardo. 5-0 Avalanche. Damn, they're pissed off. Well, at least the first leg's in Belize. So we'll see. 69th minute. Oh, we have 30 minutes of extra time before we have a penalty shootout. The good news is with 30 minutes of extra time, we'll still have about 30 minutes to set up the Canada stream. So that's good news. 70th minute. And even with penalties, Canada wins. That Mexico team ain't that good. So we'll see. Yeah, I agree with that. Hell the whole game. Canada game be much better. We just got to get there. 71st minute. The sad part is that '72nd minute. Yeah, the sad part is even if the USA loses, well, there wouldn't be enough time to do the RSR if it goes to penalties. Second of all, there's no reason because this game's boring. There's nothing to talk about. If they lose, they lose. Sun says he wants Panama to win. I don't know if you'll get that, but the USA definitely looks like trash. So we're getting into the territory of the next goal wins, or the first goal wins. I think people will criticize them if they lose. Yeah, people will criticize them if they lose. USA always finds a way somehow. True, but Panama is always their kryptonite. But I will say this. We're getting to the time period of the first goal wins the game. Not that it ends the game, but we're getting to the time period of whoever scores wins. That's what we're getting to now. But the USA has a lot of forward power. True, but 73 minutes. Now we're starting to get to the time of whoever scores first wins. And then for the first half of extra time, that would change. Of course. But this kind of does remind me of that Jamaica game last year, sort of. Except Panama didn't score early goal, and I think Panama's been a lot more well-oiled than Jamaica was. I don't even think USA, the way they're going, I don't even think the USA is going to make the damn final. They might be playing the third place match for the first time ever. Damn. 74th minute. I mean, the good news is once they get to penalties, I think Matt Turner should be able to handle this. Panama's got to win this before 120 if they want to advance. I think if the USA makes penalties, they'll get penalties. I hope Mikel Antonio, man's a tough dude. I really hope for the best for him. Hope he gets to play again, even if it's not the Prem. Hopefully he gets to play again. We'll see him back on the pitch after his car crash. But man's tough. I think he'll make it back. In some way, shape, or form. End this suffering. Rooting for the Meteor. Well, at this point, a Meteor in this case probably a flaming Tesla, but you know. I mean, at this point, that meteor would probably be a flaming Tesla launched into the stadium off of a trebuchet, but whatever. '75th minute. I mean, I agree. I think it's getting closer to that being a possibility, but I think we're getting close to that being a possibility. But the question is when will that be the true answer? Free kick for or goal kick for Panama. Playing forward and Musa clears. Oh, out for. Oh, there's a foul. Player down hurt for the USA. Saves them from a corner against. He did touch the ball. Jamaica gave us a better match. Yeah, I mean, it was similar, but at least Jamaica's was entertaining. I don't know what he was doing, but he got away with it because of the injury. Chris Richards, I think. He got elbowed as they were going up. 77th minute. 0-0, settle a settle. France keeper, penalty stop, one of the best saves I've ever seen. Jamaica actually created more chances to score. True. It's a different situation, but it's a similar situation. 4-2 Leafs. Let's go. Matthew Nas, baby. Let's go. Ha-ha. Man, I should be watching the Leafs game over this. Holy crap. This is... You know what? It's a good point. 78th minute. Probably should have been watching the Leafs game over this. And a Panama player down. But 4-2 Leafs. Yeah. See how much time? 4:46 left in the second period. Got Brazil and Canada to win. Okay. Speaking of, let's look at CONMEBOL. 78th minute, 1-0 Paraguay. Paraguay leads. Alderete scored. Paraguay's third in the table. Chile is ninth. Bolivia's in the playoff spot at 13. Venezuela's a point away from that. Venezuela plays tomorrow. And Argentina does as well. Uruguay, Argentina. That's going to be something. Substitutions. Martin McKenzie coming on for Chris Richards. 78th minute into the 79th. And we got Ivan Anderson on for Cesar Blackman. And '79th minute, header over the bar. Excuse me. 80th minute. Probably. If the USA makes the Nations League final against Canada, how many fights do you think we're going to have? Thoughts on Ajiman's debut? Well, technically, this isn't his debut because he played in January for the USA. He played well there. He played well in January, very much so, which is what earned him this call-up with all the injuries. He's a damn good player, but seems like he's not on the pace of a Nations League semifinal. It's been a short little show up for him, like he's only showed up. It's only been about 10 minutes, 12 minutes. But it's only been about 12 minutes, but yeah, I agree with that. And we probably will have 30 more minutes of this shit. That's the bad news. Cross in. Headed away. I just hope somebody gets a crazy goal at this point. Just end this match. Hope it ends after 90. Somebody score. I don't care who at this point, because Canada will work both your asses. Let's just be real. Hell, Mexico would too. Who am I kidding? Saved. Got Askia going forward. Agamong saved! But Mosquera, who's now playing in Saudi Arabia with Pozuelo for some reason. Yeah, they're playing on the same team. No joke. Orlando Mosquera and Alejandro Pozuelo. Headed away. Over the top. Mosquera. Goal kick. Yep. 82nd minute. '82nd minute. Still 4-2, 2:14 left in the second period for the Leafs game. This match looks like an average Arsenal match. 83rd minute. '82nd minute. Playing forward, or not, but there's a player down, Martinez. Definitely going to be some stoppage time. '84th minute. Coleman Bowles players constantly scrapping. Lovely stuff. USA has the ball, 84th minute. It's making me really doubt the US. Yeah. Playing forward saved by Mosquera, 85th minute. Penalties are extra time, then possible penalties. That's cool. '85th minute. Five more minutes plus stoppage time, and then possible extra time. The good thing is The extra time starts instantly, give or take. Extra time starts about instantly, give or take. So that's the good news. Headed away. Yeah, I guess Menzo should have been playing the USA instead of Canada. But if this holds, we go to extra time and then possible penalties. This could just be Panama being Panama. This could be injuries. This also could be the USA. The hype is fake. This is the same. Like, this doesn't even look different than Berhalter ball. That's the sad part. Pochettino should be doing much better. Yeah, that was a good line. I think that's how. Hey, I just use my golden shovel now to bury other players instead of. The golden shovel came out when I said that for sure. I will say the golden shovel came out when I said that for sure. That was a line. That was a bar. Golden shovel, baby. Golden shovel. You know, I don't blame you. I should be watching the Leafs playing instead of this. This is horrible. 87th minute. Panama's being Panama, but Pochettino, this is no different than Berhalter ball. I thought you were supposed to change everything, Pochettino. I thought you were better than this. Turns out Lewis was right about you. Chelsea Lewis is right about you. Turns out he's right. Miss from the USA. Miss! I'm glad you said that. What the hell ever happened to Daryl DK? Injured to hell and back. That's what happened to him. Injured to hell and back. Good job. Winvo's crying now. Good job. Good job. Winvo's crying now. Goal kick for Mosquera. '88th minute. How the hell isn't John Duran starting for Colombia? Well, when your dumbass goes to Saudi Arabia, you get what you deserve. His dumbass went to Saudi Arabia. That's why. That's why. He thought it'd be a good idea to go to Saudi Arabia. That's why. Yeah, the bag's nice, but you ain't starting for your national team unless you're Cristiano Ronaldo. But Cristiano ain't starting because of what he does in Saudi Arabia. He's starting because he's Cristiano Ronaldo. He isn't even in the squad. Exactly. Saudi Arabia. You get what you deserve. Don't go to Saudi Arabia. Why he thought that was a good idea, I don't know. That was dumb. That was dumb. Say, oh, the Habs could score. The U.S. can't. 90th minute. Goal kick. 0-0. 0-0. 90th minute. Nope, we have extra time. So this feels like the scene in Clockwork Orange where he just gets his eyes like lodged open by like freaking clothespins and he just is forced to watch. Morales and Ismael coming on for Panama. 5 minutes of stoppage time. Hey, you mean start throwing tomatoes onto the field? I don't even like fried tomatoes that much. So, yeah, throw them too. Preferably fried tomatoes that are popping still with oil. Not even cold fried tomatoes. Fried tomatoes that are still popping with oil. I don't even like fried tomatoes. So, fried pickles I like. Fried tomatoes, no. By the way, just to say that. If any disaster class coming up, he's such a bump. It's extra time, then penalties. So this is still going to be painful. I was right about him. I was right about Christian Pulisic. I was right about him. And somehow he still has 10 years left on his career, and he already has a damn documentary on Paramount Plus. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. Two minutes. Well, we get a last-minute goal before we go to extra time. Thank God we have an hour and a half before the Canada game. There will be no squeeze. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Santi Menez at the moment's better than Pulisic. Well, yeah, but the sad part is his national coach don't even trust him. Should I say it again? Should I bring out the golden shovel again? Let me get the quote right. Hold on. He's LeBron James of soccer, not because he's good, but because of how fucking overrated he is. I stand by it. It's 3 minutes to go. Penalty for Brazil. Hey, somebody. Hey, wait for the meteor. Probably just going to be a burning Tesla flipped into the stadium with a trebuchet, but anything will work. Anything will work. A burning Tesla flipped into the stadium on a trebuchet, but anything works. 93rd minute corner for the USA. No, I think at least national team-wise or club team-wise, no. I still think Santi has more talent than Christian Pulisic, or truly has more talent. The problem is he doesn't perform for his national team. Oh, Pulisic's so desperate he tried to kick it out of Mosquera's arms. Penalty for Brazil. Holy shit! Oh, the game started. Oh well, there you go. Penalty for Brazil. Damn, already. '94th minute. Panama is doing what Panama does. Giving the USA a hell of a fight. Giving the USA a hell of a fight. Carrasquilla. Shot. Goal! 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 Oh my God! Panama! 1-0! Oh my God! 1 minute to go! Panama! Oh my God! No way! 1-0 Panama! With a prayer! With a minute to go! Panama is going to win the football match! USA's going to the third place match! Oh my God! Cecilia Waterman with a goal! Oh my God! Cecilio, you broke their heart. You're shaking their confidence lately. What a goal for Panama out of nowhere. They keep it alive. Carrasquilla shows some fight, and there is Cecilia Waterman with a winner. And Panama's going to the final. The four-peat will not happen. And he went and hugged Thierry Henry for good measure. Oh, my God. Oh, Cecilio, you broke their heart. Wow. 0-1. Oh, my God. And that was onside. Panama broke the U.S.'s heart again. Panama's going to the final to play Mexico or Canada. Wow. Save Mosquera. Poch is the worst coach. Wow. Oh, my God. Sadly enough, this game's boring by itself. There's no reason for me to do the RSR. It's not even like... I'm just going to go straight to the Canada game whenever it's about time to start that. Like, this game doesn't deserve a RSR, even with the Panama win. So we'll just leave it as it is. We'll just leave it as it is. Oh, my God. Canada, if they go to the final, they're winning this trophy. I mean, hell, Mexico too. But we will have a new champion. We will have a new champion unless, but we will, once that final whistle blows, we know we'll have a new champion. We know we'll have a new champion. They haven't ended the game yet. There's been no final whistle yet. Shot over the bar by Tyler Adams. And it's going to be a goal kick. Wow. Bolt over the bar. Eight minutes. Scored in all 6 previous CNL Finals matches, multiple goals in 5 of 6. This is their first one without a goal, and it's going to knock them out. The United States. Forget the 4 Nations final. Whatever. Yeah, he is. And it's full time. Panama has beaten the United States. 0-1, 0-1. Panama is going on to the Nations League final to play Canada or Mexico. Whoever wins later tonight is going to be playing Panama on Sunday. The USA is playing the 3rd place match. The USA is playing the 3rd place match. Actually, yeah, well, this ain't my team, so... And I don't think there's anything for me to rant on. They just lost. That's the problem. The USA have lost. They are eliminated. The 4-peat will not happen. The USA has been eliminated. Panama avanza de la final de la Liga de Nations de la CONCACAF. Estados Unidos eliminado. Tercer puesto partido para Estados Unidos. Wow. Wow. I cannot believe it. Wow. Don't you dare. Don't you even dare. Don't you even dare. Canada plays at 9:30. I'll see you at 9:25 or 9:20. We have an hour and a half waiting for Canada to play. He is. With that being said, Felicidades, Panama. Congratulations, Panama. Commiserations, United States. It sure is. That's some March Madness, baby. With that being said, I'll see you later. Canada versus Mexico. We're going to find out. We're going to find out. With that being said, Wow. Wow. If you like this stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribed. Send chats on live streams. Comment on this video. Put us in playlist. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I will see you in an hour and 20 minutes for the Canada game. Let's see if Canada can get the job done. Let's go. We're going to find out. With that being said, I'll see you later. But we know it's Panama. Wow. I'm running them out. Peace. Damn.